We'll begin today's class standing. The theme is appreciating our connection with the earth. So this gratitude for the ground beneath us, this recognition of how connected we are to the ground, and feeling that connection to begin with through our feet. So finding a comfortable place to stand. And lift up your toes and spread them. If it's warm enough in your home, I recommend bare feet. Just really feel the ground contact. But if it's not warm enough, keep socks on. Find your neutral position. So is it hips distance, a little wider, a little narrower, feet turned in slightly, feet turned out slightly. Where does it feel quiet in your knees? Where do you feel centered? You can bring your weight a little in front, a little in back, side and side. Just feel those edges where you're definitely not centered. And then landing in the middle. So you're grounding behind the big toe and small toe, grounding at the base of the heel. The toes can flesh out, spread out. There's a inner arch lifting and the support from the feet. As you let your feet ground down and letting the energy lift up through the legs, the thighs can be lifting up, not locking the knees back, but they can be straight. Just lift up. Feel that your pelvis isn't too far forward, not too far back. There's always that happy medium. Or how happy is your medium this time? And the arms relax beside you. Shoulders back, shoulder blades down, chest open, back, the neck hooked up to the sky above us. And then as if we're just dangling down. Close your eyes. And land here. This gentle mountain posture. We begin like we do all classes with a check-in, asking yourself that important question, how are you? Breathing in the question, the inquiry, the curiosity, how are you? On the exhale, exploring the various answers that pop up, drift in, explode. How are you? Feeling specifically into your body. How do your bones feel, your muscles, your tissues, your skin? What's it like to be standing right now like this? Feeling the center of gravity in the belly, in the hara. How's your body? Bringing your attention up to the heart, tuning into your emotional body. How's your heart? What are you feeling? And bringing it further up in through the third eye to the mind center, head space. How is your mind? What thoughts are here right now? How's your mind? And tuning into what it's like to be standing in the room you're in. Maybe it's quiet, maybe it's loud, warm, cold, bright, or dark. And you can open your eyes, taking in more information, but without losing this centered connectedness. So aware of your body, your heart, your mind, aware of space around you. To help feel grounded in your belly, bring your hands on your hara and see if you can feel your breath in your belly. Breathing in and out through the nose, jaw soft, tongue relaxed. Inhale, imagining you're breathing energy up through the feet, through your pelvis, and the exhale, the energy spreading in the belly, in the lower back. So inhale, you're sucking energy up from the earth. And exhale, you're filling your hara, your belly center up. Shoulders stay relaxed, chest open, back of the neck long. Few more breaths, sipping energy up through the feet, through the pelvis, specifically the perineum, that spot right between the front and the back, right there in the middle. And then we're going to go gather energy from all around. Inhale, bring your left arm up. Exhale, bend over to the right, stretching the left side of the body. Inhale, the arm comes up. And it's like you're scooping energy, and exhale, the energy from all around can land in your belly. Inhale the right arm up. Exhale, leaning over, stretching the right side of the body. Inhale, gathering chi. And exhale, loading yourself up. Keep flowing. Inhale. Left arm. Exhale, bending over. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, landing in your hara, filling yourself up. So keep going at a flow that fits your rhythm of breathing. In and out through the nose. If you're familiar and comfortable with Ujjayi, then the Ujjayi breath, that small, quiet sound, back of the throat. And the sound that we make is just so gentle, like the ocean from far away. Maybe you can feel that the slowing down and longer exhale has a calming effect on the body. And if it doesn't, if you feel yourself getting tighter, then do less. Don't force anything, even the breath. One more each side. And when you're finished standing tall, back and neck long, connected to this belly center. And inhale, both arms up. Then come up onto your toes. So connect with the ground, pushing through the balls of the feet. Draw the energy up through the insides of the legs. On the exhale, ground down the outsides of the legs. And if you get wobbly like I just did, great, you're wobbling. The way to help wake up the feet, stretch the feet, strengthen the feet and the ankles. And if it's hard on the shoulders, just check that you're not scrunching the shoulders, that they can relax. You found the right distance for the arms. Beaming through each and every fingertip. 3 more breaths if that works for your feet and ankles. And then to end, first put the heels down, keep the arms up, and maybe a back bend if that's available for you. Lifting the chest up to the sky. If it's okay, the head can sink back. Receiving energy from above. And then coming back up to neutral and bring this good energy in and down, filling up whatever needs filling up. Inhale the arms up again. And then it's time, dive down for a standing forward bend. Uttanasana. Let the head dangle, the shoulders dangle. The legs can be straight or bent or something in between. Feel what it's like to breathe here. And also here, feeling your contact with the ground, whether it's hands and feet contact with the ground, just the feet. Pushing in through the feet, the inner legs draw energy up. In the exhale, you can imagine the energy just pulls off the back and neck can relax. And play with your weight further back or further forward. Three more breaths here, letting go whatever you can in this forward bend. And then bend the knees and roll on up. Take your time, feel your back. Landing back in mountain. So grounded support from your breath and grounded support from the earth. And then we're going to take this through our sun salutations, seeing what comes up. And anytime, I know everybody has different energy levels. We're also on different time zones. So anytime you need a rest, you can rest in mountain. You can rest lying on your belly. You can rest in child. That you're using this to connect with the ground and invigorate yourself through breath and energy. So come to the front of your mat. So you have a new globe here. Tom just came home with it. Wonderful. So I'm going to turn it to Canada. I'll face home, and Germany can still see. There, I can see all of you now in the globe. Great. Oh. Ground to this earth. And can also, it's quite nice thinking of the globe there. Like, that's, we're all floating in space. I like remembering that. And yet we don't float off. Gravity is here. So inhale, reaching up, arms up, relax your shoulders. And maybe if you like this image, this idea of you standing on that globe and just reaching out to space. How far back a back bend works for you right now. This willingness to reach out to the endlessness above us. And inhale, exhale, diving down. Legs can be straight or bent, whatever works better for you. And then dangle and hang here. Letting the neck release. I like to think of a waterfall off the back of my neck. Relax the shoulders, the arms. How's your breath here? Then step the right leg back, coming into your warrior. Push the feet. So warriors, you really need to have that grounded support. So push the feet down. Squeeze the feet together. Squeeze the inner thighs up to the pelvis, the outer hips towards the middle. The back needs a bit bent, give it a bit of a bend. So powerful legs, pushing down, squeezing together, and hands can rest either on the hips or come up. You can stay upright with your torso or also back into a back bend. But when you go back, keep squeezing the feet towards each other. Relax your shoulders, open your heart. 3 more breaths here. On your next exhale, bring the arms down and step back. And then finding the appropriate plank. So you can do plank with the knees up. You can do plank with the knees down. Either version, you push into the ground, push into the hands, push into the toes. Then lengthen from the heels out through the top of your head. Feeling the grounded support here, feeling your connection to the earth beneath you. And then like a rocket ship from your heels out through the top of your head. 3 more breaths here. Squeezing the upper arms to the middle, stabilizing in the shoulders. And then lower the knees. And really slowly bending the arms to bring the chest down. The belly comes last. And then when you're down, flying up. And here you can rotate ankles and wrists. You can move your head. I'm thinking of Michael and his Superman shirt, and I can be a superwoman here. So taking as many pauses as is suited, flying as high up as is suited. On your next exhale, land down. And now you have a choice. Stay here, lying on your belly, coming back into child, or into downward dog. And we'll hold this in around 10 breaths. If you're in downward dog, connect with the ground, pushing into it, and feeling the energy rebound up through your body. Letting the head hang, the jaw soften. Feeling how your breath flows through the body in any of the shapes. In and out through the nose. And coming up to downward dog if you're not here. We can all dance a bit in our downward dog. Bending, moving forward or back. Seeing what needs a little stretch. Then lifting the right leg up and stepping forward. Coming to your warrior, the right leg forward. And if ever this is becoming too strenuous, just bring the legs closer together. It's a great modification. Do avoid having the legs too far apart that it's strenuous for the hips. So a little bit of far apart or closer together. Push the feet down, squeeze the feet towards each other. Hug the inner thighs up to the pelvis. Squeeze the outer hips to the middle. Find your balance. Find your breath. And hands can be by the hips or up. You can stay upright or lean back. What's your connection to the ground like in this shape, this moment? Can you push down to it and feel the rebound up as you squeeze the feet towards each other? Can you let your shoulders relax down to it? Inhale. Exhale, bend forward, step forward, hang here. What can you let melt? What can you let go? Now either rolling or flying up, coming up with an inhale. Bringing the arms all the way up. And then bring the energy in and down. And resting here collectively. Each of us in our own homes, standing in mountain. Feeling our yoga mats and floors beneath us. Softening into this moment, just like this. Maybe noticing an aliveness inside the body. Yeah. And then we'll explore it with the left leg first. Inhale the arms up. Pausing here. Grounding behind the big toe, small toe, middle of the heel, letting the toes spread out. Maybe bring a back bend. Maybe letting the head go. And then inhaling to neutral. And exhale, diving down. And letting go. If the flexibility is there, you can step on your hands. I like to do that for the back of the wrist stretch. If you're up here, you can circle your wrists or hold your elbows. So finding what works for you this practice. And when I am stepping on my hands, I like to lift my heel up and push the weight one way or another, getting different pressure points. Again, if your hands are dangling, then circle them, shake them. How can you be kind to your wrists and hands in this moment? If you're stepping on your feet, release them. Step the left leg back. And we'll come into the warrior, the right leg forward. Hands can be up or on the hips. Push the feet down, squeeze them together. Opening up your heart. And then everyone can bring the right hand on the right hip. Reach the left arm a little higher and then twist towards the right. So twist your front leg. Squeeze the inner thighs a little more. If it's available, you can bring a small back bend to it as well. Maybe not. Drop the shoulders, reaching through the fingers. Inhale. Exhale, twist out. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, down into plank. And plank can be done with knees up or down. Shoulder blades drawing towards each other and down your back. Back, neck long. Thighs active. Feet active. Fingers active. Connecting with the earth, this beautiful big blue planet underneath us. And then we can melt down into the ground. And flying on our bellies. How's your breath here? And on the next exhale, resting, and you can rest, lying on your belly, back in child or downward dog. So if you're in downward dog, grounding the hands and feet, lengthening up the hips. If you're lying on your belly or in child, softening into the ground. And everyone being with your breath, just as it is. And then those of us not in downward dog can now come up to downward dog. You can choose if you want to be still or moving. 3, 4 breaths here. Connecting with what's underneath you, pushing into it, and through the pushing into it, feeling the rebound up. And lift the left leg up and step forward. Coming into your warrior here. Ground the feet, squeeze them together, the inner thighs hugging in. Left hand on the hip, right arm up, relax the shoulder. Open up through the chest, through the heart. And then as you keep squeezing the inner thighs together, twist to the left. Maybe adding a back bend, maybe not. Keep squeezing your feet together, softening. Two more breaths. And twisting out, stepping forward, dangling. Softening here, breathing here. Feeling the ground beneath you. Another flying or rolling up, coming up with an inhale. On the exhale, bring the energy in and down. I love when I come up and I look to the screen, I see these arms raised in the air. Delighting in this community, in the shared experience. As we share this planet, we share this air we're breathing. Feeling, leaning into this connection. We'll do 2 more sun salutations, but faster. So I'll lead them, but if I'm too fast, slow it down. If I'm too slow, speed it up. I'd rather you go with a flow that feels natural for you. And if I'm saying inhaling and you're exhaling, no big deal. do notice what you're doing. That's my big wish is you notice when are you moving, how are you breathing, what's your connection to this ground, the support beneath you. Starting with the hands in the belly, feeling the feet. Keep feeling at your feet as you inhale the arms up. Tension of the feet as you dive down, exhaling. Step the right leg back, aware of your feet as you squeeze the legs together and come up for your warrior. Exhale down into plank. And we'll briefly pause here. You can either be still or bend and straighten the arms for a few push-ups, only if you want to. And of course, you can do it with the knees down as well. And when you've done enough push-ups, come all the way down, fly up. Back into downward dog for around 3 breaths. Connecting with the ground beneath you, connecting with your breath. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, squeezing the feet together as you come up with the torso. Exhale, fold forward, dangling your forward bend. And then feeling into your feet as you inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring the energy in and down. Pausing here. What's this moment like? Left leg. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, dive down. Step the left leg back, bring the arms up. Twist to the right. You can open the arms shoulder height. 1 breath here as you squeeze in your thighs. And then exhale down into plank. You can stay still and plank or take a few breaths on each side. And if you're doing side plank the other side. Pushing through the feet out to the top of the head. And then we can all meet down on our bellies. Flying back and neck long. Aware of fingers, toes. Aware of our contact with the ground beneath us. Pushing back to downward dog for 3 breaths. Lift the left leg up. Step it forward. Inhale the arms up as you squeeze the feet together. Exhale, twisting to the left. Dropping the shoulders, reaching through your fingers. And then fold forward, step forward, hang the head. Feel the ground under your feet. And inhale, fly up. And exhale, bring the energy in and down. What is this moment like? And tuning in right now, is there a need or a desire for more? Or is there a, whew, that was an edge, that was enough? So if there's a need, a desire for more, I invite you to do 2 more sun salutations on your own at your own pace, right leg, left leg. And if you feel like, oh no, that's enough, we will do tree. So I will lead tree, but if you prefer 2 more sun salutations, please go. Picking one foot up, either lower or higher. Oh, great. I'm seeing some doing sun salutations, some doing tree. Oh, love that this works online too, this availability. So either landing in your sun salutation or landing in your tree. Definitely being with your breath. And exhaling those in tree, bring the leg down, brief pause. And shifting to the other side. Connection to the ground, connection with your breath. Feeling here also this connection of community. Some sun salutation, some treeing, all together. And then we can all finish off what we're doing and land in mountain. And hands can rest beside you. Closing your eyes. This is how we started the class. What's it like now? How are you? Aware of the contact of your feet to the earth beneath you, contact of your head to the space above you. Feeling your body from the inside out. Tuning in to your heart. Tuning in to your mind. Tuning into this moment like this. Opening your eyes. Again, I like to offer choices so you can roll down and come into butterfly, or the last standing is a little shaky, shaky dance, getting the cells vibrating. So if that's like not your thing tonight, then roll down, come into butterfly. Otherwise, let's jump around a little. Just, and then even bring the arms off to shake out what needs shaking out. It can be little jumps, it can be big jumps. Also here, you can, as you jump, see if it makes a difference. I noticed once I focus to the ground, I jump differently. So feeling this earth that you're bouncing off from. And then pause, aware of your feet, letting the energy spiral down to the heart. And as you know, I love to do it in 3. So round 2, if it's appropriate, turning the dial up a little bit. Shaky dance. Maybe some jumping jacks. Different ways of jumping jacks. Or just freestyle. Like this celebrating of the earth beneath us. Oh, fabulous earth. Thank you. Thank you so for supporting me. And then landing. And those of you in butterfly, just letting my bubbly voice be a breeze behind, connecting with the earth beneath you. How do you feel? How is your heart beating? How's the breath flowing? And if you want, one last round, turn up the volume as high as appropriate and go. Celebrating gravity, life, energy, life, healthy bones. And landing back in your mountain. After the storm, what is here? Releasing the hands, bending the knees, rolling down. Coming into a squat if that's appropriate, otherwise in butterfly. In a moment of gratitude for the earth beneath us. And those of us in Berlin, we're covered in snow and that delight. Or in Calgary, also covered in snow. And taking a moment just to think of one of your favorite places to be. And offering the earth and this magical spot gratitude. So many come to mind, so I'm going to offer it to a few. Saginaw Lake, and the mountains in Italy, Ardeccia, the Rockies. A few more breaths, sending this earth of ours gratitude. And then bring your hands behind you, lowering your bottom. If you want to put on more clothes, you can do so now. If you're in butterfly, come up to sitting, and then we can all lie down. So lying on your back, knees straight or bent. Not yet Shavasana, but we're getting there pretty quickly. But a pre-Shavasana, surrendering to gravity, surrendering to the earth. And if you can, delighting and letting go. Delighting in the earth holding you. Delighting in your breath, your body. And we'll come into a lying twist, bend the knees, bring them up and over to one side. You can put pillows under the legs or hold the knees. We'll be here for around 3 minutes. Seeing how it is for your back shoulder, how it is for your neck, what's the right angle. And how much can you melt into the ground? You can let go of Ujjayi Pranayama, just letting your breath flow in naturally, whatever pace it has now. One more minute. Anything else you can relax here in this last minute? Anything you can let melt into the ground more? At your own pace, easing out of the twist. And you can pause either hugging your knees or resting your knees down. Few breaths here, feeling what it's like to come out of the twist. Letting your body sink into the ground. And then we'll come to the twist on the other side. So hugging the knees in and bringing them over the other way. Two sides are different. I see some of you getting blankets, so maybe you want a blanket now or a pillow underneath your knees. Maybe you want to turn off lights in your room, make it quieter and darker. And settling into this twist this way. Surrendering to the gravity beneath you, the natural rhythm of your breathing. One more minute here. Anything else you can soften. And then your own time, in your own way, easing out of the shape. Hugging your knees in towards you. Feeling your breath, your body. What's it like now? And then you can choose to stay like this or reach for your feet and come in happy baby. Or if you like to come up into a shoulder stand, go ahead. I want to change my lighting. You're hugging your knees, happy baby, or in your shoulder stand. Whatever you're doing, again, connecting with the earth beneath you. Without the earth, we just wouldn't be here. So, wow, thanks, earth. How wonderful. 3 more breaths in the shape you're in. And coming out and into Shavasana. Getting blankets, sweaters, socks, whatever you need to be comfortable. Resting your arms either on your belly or beside you. Checking that the back of the neck is long. The legs are flopping where they want to. Shoulders are released. Jaws released. And this incredibly important posture of not doing anything. Just hanging out on the earth. Can you relax anything more? You let anything melt a little more into the ground beneath you. Tuning into how this feels. How is this for your physical body? How is this for your heart and emotional body? How is this for your mind? And connecting with the world around you through a few deeper breaths. Maybe you can stretch and bend if you like. Yawn or growl. And in your own time, your own way, coming up to sitting. And a few breaths sitting, noticing what this class of grounding, connecting with the earth, connecting with breath, what it has brought for you. What this moment is like. And bring your hands together in front of your heart. And we'll begin with gratitude to this planet, to its oceans and mountains, farmlands, lakes and rivers, its incredible beauty and diversity of species. And bowing to you and your incredible beauty and diversity, all your moods and ways of being. And bowing to life, to existence with gratitude. Namaste.